In 1952, saying the word pregnant on television was unthinkable. Networks called it indecent. Censors banned it. But one woman refused to hide her baby bump, not even for CBS. This is the incredible story of how Lucille Ball fought to show her pregnancy on ILoveLucy and changed TV history forever. Welcome to Hollywood Reminders. In early 1952, Lucille Ball was filming season 2 of ILoveLucy, and she had real news. She was going to have a baby. Her character, Lucy Ricardo, would soon be a mother. So naturally, she suggested, why not write it into the show? But CBS said no. Not just no, they were horrified. The word pregnant was considered vulgar. Even expecting or with child made executives uncomfortable. They wanted Lucy written out, sent to a health farm, or visiting relatives. Anything to hide the truth, but Lucy wasn't having it. She famously said, if I'm going to be pregnant, then Lucy Ricardo is going to be pregnant too, and America is going to see it. The network fought back. No mention of pregnancy, no baby bump shown, no delivery scene. So Lucy and Desi did what they always did. They got creative. They agreed to use softer terms like expecting and going to have a baby. They filmed Lucy wearing loose dresses, but never hiding her growing belly. And when it came time to announce it on air, they made history. On the episode Lucy Is Enceinte, French for pregnant, Ricky reads a letter aloud using the forbidden word only once, in another language. Audiences roared with laughter and shock. Ratings exploded. Over 44 million people watched the episode where Lucy gave birth, making it the most watched TV event in history at the time. It aired just one day after Lucille gave birth to her son, Desi Arnaz Jr., in real life. Before Lucy, TV families were perfect, polished, and often unrealistic. After Lucy, television began to reflect real life. She proved that audiences didn't just accept realism, they loved it. For the first time, millions saw a woman preparing for childbirth, a husband excited to be a dad, a joyful homecoming with a newborn, and behind the scenes. She helped pioneer filming with multiple cameras and using film instead of kinescope, so the episodes could be rerun clearly for decades. That's why we can still watch them today, crisp, bright, and full of joy. She didn't just play a mom. She became a symbol of normalcy, strength, and honesty on screen. Today, showing a pregnancy on TV is normal. From Friends to This Is Us, from sitcoms to dramas, babies are part of storytelling. But none of it would have been possible without one redhead who refused to hide. Lucille Ball didn't just make us laugh. She stood up to an entire industry and said, "This is real. This is life, and it belongs on television." So the next time you see a character say, "I'm pregnant" on screen, remember, Lucy went first. If you found this story inspiring, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more untold Hollywood moments. Next week, we reveal what Lucille Ball said in her final interview, words few ever heard. Until then, keep reminding the world of the legends. This is Hollywood Reminders, signing off.
Lucille Ball, the true story of Hollywood's funniest legend. She wasn't just funny, she was revolutionary. A woman who turned slapstick into art, broke barriers in Hollywood, and made the world laugh, even when her own life was falling apart. This is the true story of Lucille Ball, the real woman behind the polka dots, the grape stomping, and the greatest sitcom of all time. Welcome to Hollywood Reminders. Born on August 6, 1911, in Jamestown, New York, Lucille Desiree Ball grew up in a modest home with big dreams. Her father died when she was just 2 years old, leaving her mother to raise her and her brother alone. As a teenager, Lucy moved to New York City with one goal: to become a star. She studied dance, modeled, and eventually landed in Hollywood in the 1930s. Not as a comedian, but as a Goldwyn girl, a studio-era term for beautiful background actresses. For over a decade, she appeared in dozens of B-movies. Always stunning, often uncredited. Studios called her too wild, too funny, not glamorous enough. But Lucy had something they couldn't ignore: perfect comic timing. In 1940, she met Cuban bandleader Desi and fell hard. Against Hollywood's wishes, they said America wouldn't accept an interracial marriage. They married and became inseparable on and off screen. When CBS wanted to adapt her radio show into a TV series, they refused to cast Desi. So Lucy and Desi did the unthinkable. They took their act on tour, proving audiences loved them together. And in 1951, ILoveLucy premiered, changing television forever. With its 3-camera setup, live audience, and film quality production, it wasn't just a show, it was a revolution. And Lucy? She played Lucy Ricardo, a lovable schemer always getting into trouble. From chocolate factories to wine vats, her physical comedy was genius. She didn't just make people laugh, she made them double over, cry, and beg for more. But Lucy wasn't just an actress. She was a pioneer. Alongside Desi, she co-founded Desi Productions, one of the first major TV studios run by performers. When they divorced in 1960, Lucy didn't walk away. She bought out Desi's shares and became the first woman to run a major television studio. Under her leadership, Desi produced legendary shows like The Twilight Zone, Star Trek, the original series Mission Impossible. She proved that a woman could be powerful, creative, and successful in a man's world without losing her humor or heart. But fame came at a cost. Her marriage crumbled under pressure, infidelity, and exhaustion. She suffered multiple miscarriages and nearly died during emergency surgery in 1936. Later, she battled anxiety, depression, and the weight of being America's sweetheart, while feeling broken inside. Yet through it all, she kept working. She starred in The Lucy Show, Here's Lucy, and continued performing into her 70s. Even after heart surgery, she returned to the stage, cracking jokes and saying, "If you're going to do something tonight, then why not make it a show?" Lucille Ball passed away on April 26, 1989, at the age of 77, just days after open heart surgery. But her legacy? It lives on. She won 4 Emmys, received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and was named Woman of the Year by Time magazine. More importantly, she made generations laugh. She inspired comedians like Carol Burnett, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, and Ellen DeGeneres. She proved that women could be funny, strong, and in charge, all at once. So the next time you see a woman starring in, producing, or running a sitcom, remember, she stood on the shoulders of a redhead in glasses, stomping grapes and breaking rules. If you were inspired by Lucy's story, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Hollywood legends. Next week, we reveal the untold secrets behind the ILoveLucy finale. You won't believe what almost happened. Until then, keep laughing. This is Hollywood Reminders, signing off.